Join me as I take on the challenge of living by 7 powerful biblical proverbs to see if they really can transform my finances. When it comes to managing our finances, we often find ourselves seeking guidance from financial experts, books, and online resources. But have you ever considered looking to a more timeless and trustworthy source for wisdom? The Bible? Biblical proverbs, in particular, offer practical advice on how to live a life of financial wisdom. And today, we're going to dive into 7 powerful proverbs that can transform the way you approach your finances. Debt, lack of savings, and poor spending habits are just a few of the common challenges people face when it comes to financial management. Many of us struggle to make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck and wondering how we'll ever get ahead. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and unsure of where to turn for help. We've all been there, stuck in a cycle of financial stress, wondering how we'll ever break free. But what if I told you that there's a way to break free from the stress and anxiety of financial management? A way to live a life of financial freedom, where you're in control of your money, rather than the other way around. We've all heard the statistics. The average American has over $90,000 in debt, and nearly 60% of Americans don't have enough savings to cover a $1,000 emergency. It's no wonder we feel so stuck and unsure of how to turn things around. But here's the thing, it's not just about the money, it's about the mindset. When we shift our focus from getting more to living more intentionally, we start to see real change, and that's exactly what these 7 biblical proverbs can help us do. Let's take a look at the first proverb, honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. This proverb reminds us that our finances are not our own, but a trust from God, and that we should give back to Him first. By doing so, we're making a statement that our identity and security don't come from our bank accounts, but from our faith. The second proverb is, the lazy do not roast any game, but the diligent feed on the riches of the hunt. This proverb highlights the importance of hard work and diligence in our financial lives. It's not just about getting lucky or waiting for opportunities to come our way, but about putting in the effort to achieve our financial goals. The third proverb is, whoever trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. This one reminds us that our wealth is not a guarantee, and that true security comes from living a life of integrity and righteousness. The fourth proverb is, the borrower is servant to the lender. This one is simple. Debt is a form of bondage, and when we owe others, we're not truly free. The fifth proverb is, do not love sleep, or you will grow poor. Stay awake, and you will have food to spare. This one is all about discipline and self-control. When we're disciplined with our finances, we're able to achieve so much more. The sixth proverb is, the wicked borrow and do not repay, but the righteous show mercy and give. This one highlights the importance of treating others with kindness and generosity, even when it comes to our finances. The seventh and final proverb is, I wisdom dwell with prudence and find out knowledge and discretion. This one reminds us that wisdom is not just about knowledge, but about living a life of prudence and discretion. When we're wise with our finances, we're able to make decisions that align with our values and goals. One of the most impactful proverbs for me has been, the lender is servant to the borrower. I remember when I was struggling to pay off debt and feeling like I was trapped. But when I began to apply this proverb to my life, I realized that I had the power to take control of my finances back. I started to make changes, like creating a budget and cutting expenses, and slowly but surely, I began to see progress. For me, this proverb was a game changer. It reminded me that I didn't have to be a slave to my debt, and that I had the power to make a change. And that's what I want for you, to experience the same freedom and transformation that I have. By applying these 7 powerful biblical proverbs to your finances, you can start to see real change in your life. You can break free from the stress and anxiety of financial management and start living a life of financial freedom. In summary, these 7 biblical proverbs offer practical advice on how to live a life of financial wisdom. From honoring God with our wealth to being diligent and disciplined with our finances, these proverbs provide a roadmap for achieving financial freedom. So I want to hear from you. Which of these proverbs resonated most with you, And how do you plan to apply it to your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more financial wisdom content.